18 years it's taken me to come back and give this another crack. "18 years it's taken me to come back and give this another go." When I first moved to New Zealand back in 2004, I tried. It was in April, but there was snow on the peak, so probably about the last 300-400 meters, had to turn back. I'm back. It's May and no snow. Global warming? Who knows, but I'm taking advantage. Stunning, stunning day, as you can see behind and ahead. What that does mean though is ice. So my original plan was to leave under cover of darkness so I could hit the valley before hitting the scoria and catch the sunrise on that, but it's about 10 degrees at the start, even though it looks like I'm super hot, but 1 degree at the top by the time I get there. Wind chill, bring that down to sub-zero, so definitely ice. So what I wanted to do was start late, allow some of that sun to heat up and melt as much of the ice as possible. I do have spikes as backup because I really want to get to the top. Not a long day in terms of distance, only 6Ks from bottom to top, so 12Ks total, but 1500 meters vert gain just to get to the top, so it's still a big one. Perfect way to kick off my winter training. 2 races confirmed for end of the year, Island Ultra and the Wild, and I'm going to try and add in one more. So yeah, beauty of a day, plenty of warm clothing, nutrition, hydration, all the essentials, first aid kit, personal locator beacon, never leave home without it. Enjoy the journey. Okay, so part 1 done. 4Ks, exactly an hour. Take away the faffing of 2 cameras, GoPro 360. Yeah, probably still 50 minutes it would have taken me to get to this part. So this is the point here. This is the junction. So the track continues to the left, it continues to the right. That's the round the Mount Hut circuit. There's a couple of huts. There's a holly hut that way. There's, I believe, a ski field round the other side of the mountain even. This is where I'm going up. So this is the valley. Gosh, just there you can see some wooden structures. Those will be the steps that take you onto the scoria. So this whole section here through the valley, it's pretty much just following poles now. There's no more formed tracks. Be the steps, and then onto the fun bit. having a quick breather. It's hard work. Heart rate is still through the roof, but there's 2 people just ahead here, and there's another 2 just up there. It's not a race, but I'm going to catch them. So at least 4 people, that's good. It's always nice to know. I like to be on my own. It's nice, just that full immersion. And actually, if you listen, you can hear nothing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But at the same time, it's nice to know there are other people on the tracks, and that's usually the case. You never know, someone needs a bit of assistance or a bit of motivation. This is slippery. Coming down, yeah, might just sit on my bum and slide down. Anyway, we're close, but we're far. Haven't even done 1,000 meters yet. Probably just only a K, just under a K to go, but still over 500 meters elevation, 600 at least. So yeah, holding this camera is hurting my arm. So I'm going to keep going. Alright, so I've now left the scoria and I'm onto the lizard, which is kind of like a rocky spine on the mount, because you've still got the scoria on the left and on the other side of this. But this makes it easier to climb, especially in conditions like today. There's no ice, so that's good. And I know this because I've got the 2 gents behind me, but the other 2 people I saw further ahead were actually on their way down. They took a big chance and succeeded. Caught the sunrise from the top. The only ice is in the crater, which is there all year round. It just depends how much. So that's great news, which means we're on our way to the top, and can't wait. So let's get going. So there you have it. There's the crater. Unusually very little ice in the middle. Every now and again there's a little bit of ice that breaks off and you hear the big crackling sound, but nothing major. Did have the crampons on just to traverse that tricky section over there, so glad I had them. And that's it. So now the final ascent up there. So I made it to the top. Stunning, absolutely stunning. On my way down now. Both GoPro batteries have run out, so I need to start getting a third one now for these trips. Here's another perspective of the crater. Look at that. Very little ice, but still a bit tricky in parts. That's where I've got to go back and then down. I don't think the cloud cover is going to make it too much. Yeah, had a bit of a rest. Took plenty of photos, nutrition, got some in. I feel good. Didn't really overexert myself in that sense. But now the tricky part, the descent. So let's hope I make my way back okay. Right, I've just come off the lizard. So glad to be done with that. My hands are quite, I wouldn't say raw, but definitely have had a good workout. And my knees have been taking a good hammering. So we're off that, now onto the scoria, so it should get quicker now. Just got to be a bit cautious, I don't get silly. But yeah, and that clouds cover's coming pretty fast, but beautiful. You can see, probably not in this video, but I can see Mount Rapehu, Naruhoe and the Tongariro crossing sort of area, or Mount Tongariro. That's above the clouds too. Everything else is below. So it's good timing to get off the mountain. And yeah, hopefully things are going to get a little bit quicker. So let's go. That's the scree. My hands are hammered. Hopefully I've still got one pair of shorts by the end of this. Perfect timing to get off the scoria. The clouds moved in. I'm on the stairs. A little bit of a tricky section through the valley here, and then onto the final 4K descent.